Hi, my name is Joe Bali. I've been working on the INFESTED project for a few months now, and I'm here to show off the work I've done in the last month or so on the player minimap functionality in the game. So let's go ahead and take a look at that now in the editor. Okay, so we got the weapon test map loaded up here. We'll go ahead and start. And if you look down here in the bottom left corner, you can see the minimap there, and it's tracking the player walking around. It's focusing on player. And if we hold down the plus key on the keyboard, it will zoom in a bit. And if we hold the minus key, it will zoom out. And the values for this zoom, both in the range of how far you can zoom in and out and the speed, are completely customizable. I'm just using some placeholders for now. And then if we hold down tab, you'll get the big map as well, which is, again, just the same, kind of the same source, not the same source, but it's the same as the minimap, just kind of like, more zoomed out, encompassing the entire level. And then when we release tab, it will go away. And the player icons are also being tracked on the big map as well. Now, about those player icons, right now it's just a white arrow. But if we go ahead and jump over to the player, the rifleman object, you can see down here we have the map icon object. And over here, we can choose where we want that texture to be. I just threw in the arrow texture because I wasn't sure what exactly we want to use, but once we kind of get those UI textures, like that kind of like blinking green texture we want to use, it'd be very easy just to throw in here, and that's all you need to do. Just right now I'm using a placeholder. And then moving on to the UI, I want to talk a little bit about that. Here, let me just pull that up here real quick. I think I put it. I did not actually. It's set somewhere else. Sorry. Let me go ahead and just grab that in the editor here. Sorry for the delay. There, so it's the W_FPS HUD. And so most of the code has been moved over into the C++ classes, except for some exceptions, which I will explain in a second, because over here, so originally all of the inputs were being handled in the widget. That's been removed. We just have these interface calls here going on, and which I actually created a new interface class called FPS HUD units just to kind of make it more simple. And the reason for this is because we're using a plugin for the minimap. The minimap itself is essentially built in blueprints, and we can actually open it up here. This is like the minimap object itself, and it's a widget entirely of its own. And so I figured trying to like manipulate the code base for this plugin that we got, which is going to be too complicated for not enough payback. So instead, that's why I decided to use blueprints just to pass these parameters. And essentially all they're doing is just changing the zoom scale of the minimap itself. And that's what basically causes the zoom in, zoom out, which is changing that value over time. And again, this is where we can change then those, the max value of the zoom in, zoom out, and also the speed as well. And I think that's all. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.